Hey everybody, this is Greg Gossett from Gossett Trading and Mentoring Live. Today is Friday, May 28th, 2021. I messed up on the time. I apologize. I started 27 minutes late. Listen, thanks for coming. I'm going to have to jump through some stuff here so that we can make it. So currently the Dow's up 134 points, NASDAQ's up 72. S&P's up 16. I appreciate you coming. I'm going to go ahead and hurry and run the U.S. legal disclaimer, and I will be back in 40 seconds. Thank you. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Please carefully read and/or listen to the U.S. government required disclaimer before watching this video or live stream broadcast. The video link and disclaimer text are located in the description section of this video or live broadcast, here and here. Thank you so much. Hey everybody, gosh dang it, sorry I messed up on the time. I had it in my head that it was a different time. I apologize. So listen, we're gonna have to cut this a little bit short, and I'm gonna have to abbreviate a couple things. Let's go through my current positions. Good to see everyone, and again, sorry I messed up on the time. AGQ. Gary and I bought AGQ with a return to value on the weekly sideways motion, V2, false breakout to the downside, under 50, over 50, sold half here when we lost the 50 RSI. It is up 2.59% this week, and it is up 17.35% on the trade. Man, I feel so bad for messing up on the time. Here we go. David, Lilia, Jonathan, I did buy APPN back here with the under 30, over 30, and the close back over the 200. Bought it at 83.84. It's up 8.71% today. Did hit two profit targets, 91.55 and 94.74. This particular trade at the moment is up 12.56%. DoorDash. I did buy DoorDash. Excuse me. Yep, I did buy DoorDash with Tracy, Paxton, and Jonathan with this false breakout to the downside, and V1 bought it at 137.48. It is up 10.93% today, this week, excuse me. So it's been a great week. It did reject the 50 RSI at the close of the day today. If it rejects the 50, I will sell half as a precautionary measure. INSG. All right, Lilia and I bought INSG at, I bought it at 843.75. She bought it at 843.05. It is up 2.07% today. Did hit one profit target, so really great day. Monster or Micro Strategies, Gary, Tracy, Lilia, and I did buy it at 454.92. Moved up nicely, took some profits, is coming down today. It has moved 1.5 ATRs from my entry, and so it looks like we're going to get a close below the previous day's low. I will lock in half profits here. Netflix, I bought with Jonathan and Johan. Bought that at 504.13. It's currently 508.88. It's up 1% so far on the trade. One profit target. PKI on the weekly trade, I bought PKI at 140.80 and has moved up nicely. It is up 0.98% on the week, and it is up 3.57% on the trade. Roku daily trade that I bought at 347.48. It's currently 350.81. Is up on the day, up on the trade. SPY, great overnight SPY trade. That's 7 in a row. Bought it at 419.29 yesterday at the close. Sold it at the open at 421.03. It's been really good. TER, Jonathan, Gary, David, Paxton, and I did buy this with a 520 crossover on the daily. 127.70. It's currently 132.35. It's up 1.27% today, and it is up 3.49% on the trade. UNG, Paxton and Tracy and I bought UNG on the monthly at 10.52. It's currently 10.57, so it's up 0.57% on the trade. And then lastly, on Twitter, Tracy, Kamal, and I, was that it? Tracy, Miko, Gary, David, Tracy, Paxton, and Kamal and I bought this with the close back over the 200 at 52.58. It is up today, up 9.69% so far. So listen, I'm going to have to change the format around today. Oh, sorry. I also had a day trade on VIX. Good day trade here. I've been looking for a day trade on VIX for a while, but let's take a look back here. We had a higher low V1. We also had a V1 to the downside that reversed back up, which is positive. Bought it at $39.99, sold half at $34.10 with the big up bar, sold another half of a half at $34.24 with another up bar, another half of a half of a half at $34.33, and then we got a close below. So enter at $33.99, out at $34.10, out at $34.13, out at $34.24, out at $34.33. So really nice trade there. So I'm going to have to forego your positions today because of my mess up on the time. Let's get into a little bit of trader psychology. This is from our good friend Steve Burns over on the New Trader Rich Traders channel over on Facebook. Go over, subscribe to that. It's a great channel. Let's see what Steve has to say today. Not all trades are winners, but all trades can be good trades when you follow your trading plan. Measure quality in execution, not results. If you keep executing a trading system that has an edge with discipline, the results will come on their own. There's good trades and bad trades. There's good trades that you lose money on. There's bad trades that you make money on, right? But the most important thing is to follow your process. If any trade that you follow your plan is a good trade, even if you did not make money. But I talk about this all the time. You have to execute your trading with discipline every day, day in, day out. And like Steve says here, the results will come on their own if you're using good trading principles, if you are position sizing for volatility, if you have end of day stops, emergency stops, if you take profits intraday, if you have significant overhead resistance levels that you're aware of, and also very important that you have a type of trailing stop that will help you not give back all your profits if you have a trade. But just be consistent, everybody. Be disciplined, be consistent, be patient. If you followed your plan but you lost money, it's still a good trade. All right, let's just make sure we remember that. And if you make a trade that you're not supposed to and it wins, don't feel too proud about yourself because you broke your rules, and in the long run that is going to affect you in a negative way. So anyway, kind of abbreviated session here. I'm sorry I messed up on the time. I don't know what I was thinking. Obviously, I was not, but really happy that it's been a good day. Kamal is here. Good to see you, buddy. Lova, good speaking with you yesterday. Box, let's take a look at Box for Lova. Return to value V1 that bounced at the 50 SMA, yes, and the 50 RSI. It's at the top of the value zone right now. It could be chasey by the close. Weekly is holding 5 EMA for the last week. Yes, this is too high for me, Lova, for sure. This is too high. GNTX. Higher low V1. That's true. That rejected the 50 SMA and the 50 RSI and made a 520 crossover. Weekly is acceptable. Let's take a look at the weekly. I don't like the big down bar, the day one bar on the weekly, Lova. That's the only thing. Let's look at the daily. Only 315,000 shares trade, but you're right. It does have a 520 crossover. It does have a higher low V1. It's just this big bar here concerns me that we're going to get right to about there. So the risk to reward, in my opinion, does not make sense. Good to see you, Dan. All right. So, man, did I mess up on today? I apologize. I really, really apologize. So, by the way, DoorDash, I'm looking to get rid of if it rejects the 50 RSI. Right now it's at 49.04. So if it rejects it, I will sell half of DoorDash at the close. All right. Everything else doing well. MicroStrategy's going to sell half, lock in profits there as well. So let's look at some potential end of day trades here. WBA, I like this as a short. We have a big down move, huge down move. We've rallied right to about halfway. We have a V1 to the downside. We've rejected the 50 RSI. We rejected the 50 SMA. We had lots of volume to the downside, not a lot of volume on the rally back up. I have a lot of long positions. I would like to add some short positions for a little bit of balance. So this is what I am looking for as a short today on WBA, which is Walgreens Boots Alliance. AARK, I was also looking for a short here on AARK with the rejection of the 200-day moving average. But all in all, I think I'm going to short WBA instead. DocuSign does have a 520 crossover close. Well, it does 198.74 to 198.59. So there is a crossover here. We have earnings coming up. You know, we have Monday off, so I think I'm just going to skip this one. DKNG, I was looking for a 520 crossover, 49.06 to 48.98. This does backtest well with a 520 crossover, so this is also a potential. So let's see, WBA and DKNG. You know, one thing about DKNG here though is we did reject the 200-day moving average, which is not a great sign. We are holding the 50 RSI. Give me 1 second. Let's look over on the weekly. Weekly is holding the 50-week moving average in the -1 ATR channel, so that is a plus. Hey, David, good to see you. Sorry I messed up on the time, David, really. Hubs, I really like Hubs here. It's a higher low V2 520 crossover. MACD is positive, but it's only traded 132,000 shares today, but it is a $500 stock. I like the weekly. You know, this may be one that I may give a pass to as far as the volume, just because the amount of shares are so high. Let's take a look over here on the 66-cent spread. So, you know, it's okay, but I gotta say, I am considering Hubs. I really like that setup, and the volume is lower, but it is a $500 stock, so that does factor in. Monster has a 520 crossover, which does backtest well. MACD is positive. On the weekly, we are right in the middle of that big down bar on the week, so that is a bit concerning to me. I think I'm just going to pass on that. So I think what I'm going to do, everyone, I'm going to concentrate on one long and one short. Walgreens to the short side with this V1 to the downside, big, huge down bar sell-off on a high volume. Rejected the 50 RSI, rejected the 50 SMA, has a V1. You know, if I'm not going to take this short, I'm not sure what I would ever take. Hubs, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take Hubs. And Kamal, if you're out there, you can see we had the red, don't know my colors yet, red arrow to the downside indicating this is going down, but we had a fake out bar to the up to the downside, which reverses to the upside, which is positive, and I guess we can talk about that this weekend. But yeah, I like Hubs to the long side, and I like WBA to the short side. So man, I really apologize for messing up my times. I tend to do that every time we have some type of shortened session. It messes up my schedule. Dang it. Okay. You know, there's some nice trades. I think we have time now to go over them, but let's take a look. Steve has Angie's List 520 crossover, bought it yesterday at 14.26. It's 14.10, so it is down on the day and down on the trade. Airbnb had that nice move up with Kamal, Jonathan, Johan, and Gary. Kamal had a beautiful trade at 134.90. Gary bought a half a position. It is down a little bit on the day, so Gary's a little bit down on the day. Stock's down on the day. Kamal up nicely on the trade. FVRR, Steve had a beautiful trade at 195 with the 520 crossover. It's 204.48. That's up 3.37%. TQQQ, Steve had the 520 crossover at 101.60. This is triple leveraged, up 2.29%, which is really, really great trade from Steve. And this is up 2.27% on the trade. Q, Steve also bought the Qs with the regular Qs with 520 crossover at 332.78. It's 335.41, up about 3/4 of a point. Beyond Meat keeps going crazy for Gary. Gary bought it here at 107.52. It's 145.91. Gary is up a whopping 26.23%. How we doing on time? We're doing okay. Lilia, beautiful trade. 520 crossover, bought at 648.80. Sold half yesterday at about 666. Today it's up another 1.56%. And Lilia is up 3.95% on this trade. Really nice. All right, what else do we have here? ELY, Frank has had a monster trade on ELY way back here at 27.75. It's 37.28. He sold half here, but he still kept the other half. This trade up a whopping 25.43. PCAR on the weekly, David bought false breakout the downside V2, bought it at 94.51. It's 91.30. It looks like it is losing halfway support of the washout bar of the V1. So this one's down on the day and down on the trade. IWB, Steve bought IWB at 236.40. It's 237.26, down 0.36%. I'm sorry, it's up 0.36% on the day, and it is also nicely up on the trade. So congratulations there, Steve. Gary bought Uber at 48.20. It's 51.43. It's up 1.42% so far on the day, and it is up 6.24% on the trade. CPRI, Frank had a nice trade on CPRI at 52. It is 56.37. It's down a little bit on the day, but nicely up on the trade. DT, Tracy and Paxton sold half yesterday. Beautiful trade. Deep dip buy under 30 over 30, closed back over the 200, back tested the 200, 44.50. It's 52.44. Currently, this trade is up 14.95%. BA, Kamal, beautiful trade on BA at 221. It's 246.97, up down 1.49% today, but up 10.64% on the trade. Pins, beautiful trade for Steve with the under 30, over 30, under the negative third channel, over the negative third channel, 58.01 at 65.54. Steve is up a whopping 11.61%. Give me 1 second. All right. Sony, Steve bought Sony at 95.19 with a close back over the 200. It's up 0.59% today. Steve is up 5.12% on the trade. That was TER, so just hit another profit target there. Nike, Steve bought Nike at 137. Oh, this is the 1050 EMA crossover, 137.21. It's 137.26, so up a little on the day, up a little on the trade. BILL, Paxton bought, and Tracy bought BILL at 149.50. It's 148.70, so up on the day, but a little down on the trade. Tesla. David bought Tesla at 606. It's currently 629.69. He bought it with a close under, close back over the 200. This is down a little on the day, but he is up 3.68%. And lastly, GNRC. Steve bought GNRC with a 520 crossover at 320.13. It's currently 330.15, up 1.2% today and up about 3% on the trade. Okay, it's the end of the month. I do have a potential end of month trade here with Boeing as well with a 520 crossover. This does backtest well, so it looks like I will be buying Boeing. So I am going to be buying Boeing on the monthly. I'm position sizing using the monthly 2 ATR because you get a lot of movement in a month. Keep that in mind. So I will be buying a smaller amount of shares because of the larger range. So I'm going to be buying, probably just go ahead and do that right now since I'm totally stretched for time. Man, I apologize, everybody. I thought we were 2 hours earlier, and I was wrong, as I often am. Jeez. Okay. All right. Okay. Okie doke. Yeah, no, I know, Kamal. I know. I know that. Thanks for reminding me. And I did take care of that. But so I did buy Boeing because of the 520 crossover on the monthly chart. This is going to be a longer term trade for sure. Also shorting WBA here at the close and buying hubs with 520 crossover higher low V1. So I guess I better get over here and do that. Well, I guess I have time. Yeah. Hubs and WBA. All right. So hubs, WBA, and BA, which is Boeing, on the monthly. All right, that should take care of everything. So I already bought Boeing, just waiting to short WBA and to buy hubs. Kamal wants to look at MTCH, which is match.com. Not quite there on the higher low V2, Kamal, right? I mean, it was earlier in the day. It rejected the 50 EMA. It's barely holding on the 50 RSI. Yeah, it'd be fine. It would be a higher low V2 with MACD being positive. Let's take a peek at the weekly. I don't see a clear signal here, to be honest with you. Unless we had do we have the 5 close under the 20? 68. Yes, okay. My bad. Yep. We have a 520 crossover. It'd be nicer if we had a 520 crossover and the V2 as well. It'd be interesting to see whether or not we can hold that 50 RSI. Man, I feel so bad, everybody, for messing everyone up on this. I think I did it. I seem to do it about half of the time. I just keep thinking that it's 2 hours earlier, but it's not. It's 3. I mean, I'm lucky that I at least got here. So anyway, Dash. Oh, is Dash doing what I think it's doing? Okay, I am going to sell half because of the rejection of the 50 RSI on the week, so I'm going to take profits, but it's up 11.59%, so I'm happy to do that. So I'm going to sell half of Dash, lock those profits in, do that over here as well. Man, what a cluster. I am disappointed in myself that I messed this up. Everything looking good though. Oh, and Monster, I have to sell half of Monster with a close below the previous day's low. All right, so that's taken care of. So again, I did sell half of Monster with a close below the previous day's low after removing 1.5 ATRs from my entry. I did sell half of Dash on the weekly because we tested the 50 and it looks like we're going to close back under. So I am locking in half there. And then Monster, of course, over here. Yep, locking here. Everything's going the right way. I mean, it's a great, wonderful, beautiful day. I'm very, very grateful for that. And so I am going to short WBA, and I am going to short. I'm sorry, I am going to short WBA. I am going to buy Hubs. I'll do that right now. See if I can get the middle on it. Yep. Okay. Good. Wow, if I had to do a podcast every day for 30 and only had 30 minutes to do it, that would be a stretch, everyone. Holy hamburgers. Wow. All right. So let me make sure. Got Boeing. Got Boeing over there. Yes. Okay. I bought Hubs and I am going to short WBA. All right, so that's taken care of. So I am done. Wow. All right, how's everybody feeling about today? Is everybody having a good trading day? It's been good so far. My gosh, it's been a great month. I'm very thankful for that. Yeah, it looks like over on the board, everyone's having a pretty dang good day. Pretty dang good day. Twitter doing nicely. So I told everybody it would start at 11, so I guess everybody will be coming over, but we'll extend it a little bit. If you want to hang around and try to make up for my faux pas. But happy to answer questions. We can get into depth on some things. Let's see how it goes at when the market closes. If the market closes in 3 minutes. Now I'm not even sure that is the case, but I'm pretty sure it is. Nice little false breakout to the downside, V1 there on VIX, but VIX is Wile E. Coyote, that one. You have to watch that one for sure. David says, good day, great week. Yes, definitely was. And yes, Kamal, I did do that on the weekly ATR, by the way, per our past discussions. I think that's a good idea. All right. Well, we're going to see if we have a close in 2 minutes or not. Should be interesting. David says, I'm all confused. Yahoo Market says closing in 3 hours and 2 minutes. Oh, really? I'm all confused too. Gary told me yesterday that we had a short market. Ugh. Well, that's great. Thanks, Lilia. Gosh dang it. I Googled and it looks like the only early closures are July 3rd after Thanksgiving. I guess we'll find out in 1 minute. I guess we will. What do you want to do? Should we redo it? I guess we'll redo it. I guess we'll redo it at 1 if that's the case. Oh my gosh. I'm going to feel like an idiot. I've already made my positions. Oh my gosh. I went after Gary. Gary said yesterday that we close, and I kind of remember us closing, but I guess we'll find out. Nope. All right. What do you think we should do? Reconvene at 1? This will be the first day that I've done 2 podcasts in the same day. Oh my gosh. Well, the market is clearly not closed. All right. I guess we'll see everybody at 1. How about that? Oy vey. Hey, Tracy. All right. I totally messed up everything today. I thought we closed at 11. I rushed through this. All right. We'll just do another podcast at 1 o'clock. How about that? Does that sound okay? Oh my gosh. Love says I will be here. Okay. All right. Sorry, everybody. I will see you again at 1. I'll see you again at 1. I'm going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer and run this out. Take care. Bye. U.S. government required disclaimer. Stock, options, futures, and forex trading is not appropriate for everyone. While there is a potential for large rewards, there is also a substantial risk of loss associated with trading. The material in this video or live broadcast is not geared towards any particular individual or to any particular financial situation and is not intended to meet the particular investment objectives of any viewer. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Any and all information contained in, implied, or referenced by this video or live broadcast is not to be construed as investment advice, and no representation is made that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast is an investment or financial advisor or is registered or authorized to give any financial advice. We are publishers and educators only. Therefore, the various producers of this video or live broadcast will not accept liability for any loss or damage of any kind which may arise either directly or indirectly out of the use of any of this material, including any loss of profit. No representation is made that any account or investment will or is likely to achieve the profit or losses demonstrated. We recommend consultation with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment decision. This video or live broadcast is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell any security, financial instrument, or financial product of any kind. Notice is hereby given that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast or their clients may have an interest in any security, financial instrument, or financial product mentioned or referenced. Any simulated or hypothetical performance result depicted does not represent actual trading and therefore may under or overcompensate for the impact of various market factors such as lack of liquidity. Thank you.